First and foremost, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles. All right, and salutation to the brothers and sisters, sincerity, truth, and charity. And basically, man, yeah, we're here to admit that the Gentiles can actually be saved, the actual heathens, man. There will be some saved, man. So we can admit when we slip up on something, all right? You get that Psalms, everybody? Actually, Chicago, you get the Psalms? The 141. Imagine you get the Jeremiah. What official 100 says, not for the church. This is one of it, too. Amos, right?
Yep.
Well, you go, Chicago.
So, what's at the top?
No, it's chapter 149, right?
Yeah.
Just go to the
Well, like verse 5.
Psalms
149 and verse 4.
Speak up, sir.
This is 140. This is Psalms 149 and verse 4. For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand.
All right, that's what we're doing now, man. We're proclaiming the name of Yahweh, all right, to have a Father, while Yahweh Shai, which is the Son, man, that died for our sins, man. Yes, someone did die for our sins, man. All right, Isaiah 53 is not talking about Israel dying for itself. It makes no sense. It's the Old Testament only dies. But anyway, that's what we're doing now, man. We're proclaiming the names amongst our brethren, man. All right.
This is verse 7. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people.
That's what's rising up. That's what we're prepared to do, man. We're coming back to our kingly estate. It says that we should rule over the nations with a rod of iron. So we got to be raised up. That's what we're starting right now, man. We're praising Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai because he's the one that set it up king to take it down kingdoms. Right? That's not the point. We're going to get to the Gentiles after Jesus been saved from all this terrible destruction, man. They're going to make it through. Go ahead.
It says, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
To execute upon them the judgment written. His honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh.
Hey, so there you go. There's going to be some that escape the nukes, man. It said they at least, their nobles are going to be bound up, man. These elites going to make it through, man. You got to have some Edomites that go into slavery. So they're going to be saved just for that, slavery, man.
Right.
Just when you thought you escaped the bear. Caught a snake, motherfucker.
Right. You know, because they ain't going to be in America once this bitch get destroyed.
Right.
They going to be long gone out this motherfucker. There's more in that, bro? Because I got Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 16 and 16. It says, Behold, I will send for many fishers, said Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters. Because right now we in fish mode, man. We fishing for the elect. That's brothers, you know. That's woke. And that's doing the work, you know. It goes back to what we had the live show earlier today. You know, the main focus was on just push and go, right? So we in fish mode right now, but the Lord said, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. You know? So when you escape up to your little hidden mountain retreats, your little mountain bunkers, you know what I'm saying? Because you've been planning for what's going on. You know what's gonna happen. You got something, brother?
No. You got the other one, the precept to the...
Right. The
caves.
Amos, you want the...
Maybe Mike.
Because I got Amos 9 and 2.
That's it. Yeah.
It says, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Right? It says, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. So that's all your little underground water getaways, or safe havens, whatever you want to call them. Your little space station getaways, you know, your underground bunkers, right? Your bunkers in the mountains, you know. But your job, as Psalms 149, it said, to bind thy kings and thy nobles. So you're the first fruits of slavery.
Right.
So you know, so yeah, you're not gonna get destroyed. You're gonna be saved for slavery, and the rest of your Edomite family gonna be reborn back through you, weak motherfuckers. This is I had Isaiah 21, I think. 23. Sloppy. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead. Yeah.
This is Isaiah 60 and 8. 60 and 9. Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first to bring thy son from afar. Their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of Yahweh, thy power, to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. And the sons of the strangers shall build up thy walls, and the kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Right. So you heathens gonna become bending down towards us, man. We're gonna rule over the heathens, man. So some of the heathens, won't be destroyed by nuclear destruction, obviously. But y'all gonna be under our foot, man. Y'all going to slavery. We look forward to it, man. We're gonna go into that scripture soon, man. Because all heathens gonna be going to slavery. Not just Esau and the Rothschild, man. All nations shall be under us, man. But the one of Kali Haba Shami Hawashai, man. Okay, first and foremost. Always. Now, the one in Isaiah, Isaiah 24.
Yeah, I'm open.
24, 21.
Yeah. I was gonna start at verse
Star Wars Spirit tell you, bro.
verse 20. It says, this is Isaiah 24 and 20. It says, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And that's talking about the missiles hitting this place, man. You know, America not rising again, man. This place gonna be completely fucking destroyed, right? It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, right? And the kings of the earth upon the earth. Goes back to that Psalms 149, right? It says, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed, when the Lord of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, and before his ancient glory, gloriously, you know. And your moon and the sun represent your wisdom, man. Goes back to Obadiah when it says the wise men of Teman, I believe, or how was the things of Esau searched out. Okay. Answer that pretty much. But it says, then the moon shall be confounded, Isaiah 24:23. It says, then the moon shall be confounded and the sun ashamed when the Lord of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion. You know, and that's the Israelites. Yahweh Shah, started with Yahweh Shah, man. On down. You know, the translation of the kingdom. You got something, bro?
You gotta take a publish.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 61 and 5. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers.
Yeah.
But ye shall be named the priests of Yahweh.
Can you read that again, brother?
But ye shall be named the priests.
No, the whole thing? Where you started at?
This is Psalm 61 and 5. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers.
Right. So what that sound like, man? You know? They're gonna feed the flock and be the plowmen and the plowman and working in the field. That's what that's saying, man. You going into slavery. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 6.
And especially talking to you, you elites, man, because you're the first fruit. All the measly punk ass Edomites here in America is gonna be destroyed. All of them. Right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, but ye shall be named the priests of Yahweh. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves.
Go ahead, read that again.
Verse 6. But ye shall be named the priests of Yahweh. Men shall call you ministers of our power.
Right, as the scripture says, we are a nation of kings and priests, right? Right, bro.
Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles.
You shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, man. So that's you motherfuckers serving us. And we gotta have the first fruits of the motherfuckers in slavery, man. So it starts with you. Yes, you will be saved. Go ahead.
Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves.
And in their glory, man. So we don't have, it's no glory to you, man. We gonna boast ourselves. Read that again.
It says, ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves.
Right. In their glory. The Gentiles, you know. But I got Isaiah 49. I'm gonna start at 22. It says, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles and set up a standard to the people. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. Right? It says, they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. And that's plain, man. Go ahead, bro. This is Isaiah 14. I'm going to start at the first verse. It's Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall flee to the house of Jacob, the Israelite foreigner. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. Separation between the first verse and the second verse, right? And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And that's plain, man. Same shit you doing to us, man, we gonna do to you. Double.
Right. And they said you take captives, you captives you work.
Yep.
Alright, so that's gonna be a saved, man. They're gonna get destroyed by the news. They're gonna get hit with slavery, man. That's their salvation. They already got things on land, man. What they getting saved from? It's they shit, they destroyed it.
Yep. I'm going to read verse 3, and it says, it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how art the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased. And like the brother said, this is your shit now, right? It says the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. And that's what's happening, man. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, fucking wicked ass Esau, man. Goes back to Revelation, the red horse, man. He was sent to take peace from the earth. John 10 and 10, the thief coming but to steal, kill, and destroy, man. You know? Goddamn devil. He took it out the way, man. Verse, I'm going to read 6 again. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindered. Meaning you're going to get fucked up, man. Ain't nobody going to stop it. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Goes back to Proverbs 29 and 2, man. When the wicked rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous rule, the people rejoice, man. The scripture says the whole earth rejoice, man. And it will once you took it out the fucking way, man. It says, I'm going to read 7 again. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feather has come up against us. And that's twofold. The people and the actual trees, man. Goddamn. Oh, man, I hate this fucker, man. Verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee, to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee.
The nation's rising up, man.
That's right.
The nation's is ushering in your downfall, man. Your downfall is gonna happen, man. It's gonna be around you, man.
It's inevitable. That's what I say that.
It's inevitable, man.
That's right.
And it's fucking here. It's not even here anymore. It's here, man. That's what they're scared from, man.
And it's here, though. And that's why they scared, man. It's here.
Yep,
you know? Right, and it's all through the spirit, though. Because Apostle Tahar had pushed that vibration year to push. And now all of a sudden they doing all this bullshit. Like, if that ain't proof they the prophets, what is, man?
Hey, but you gotta be spiritual to receive that, so.
I'm gonna keep reading, man. This is verse 9 again, Isaiah 14 and 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It had raised up, it says, it had raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Which goes back to Revelation, you know, and Obadiah. Because you already at war with, you got enemies, Russia, Korea, China, you know what I'm saying? Probably some other motherfuckers. But even your own allies is going to fuck you up, man. It says, verse 10, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become light unto us? Right? And that goes back to, what's that, Joel? Let the weak say I am strong. Right? Verse 11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave in the noise of thy vows. You know, all your fucking pride, right? You ain't gonna be prideful when your ass got some chains on you, man. It says, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. And that's all the fucking corrosion going on. That's why there's potholes all in the street, fucking bridges all rusted out. Trail, fucking railroads covered, got grass and shit all over it, man. This place is fucking through. The highways all fucked up, right? It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, light bearer, right? Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest nations, right? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the heavenly Father. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Right? I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Goes back to the same pit that you motherfuckers gonna get pulled out of, man. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? Right? Because when it says, oh, Lucifer, the light bearers, is talking about you goddamn so-called elites, man. That's talking about you motherfuckers. Because it clearly is talking about a fucking man. It said it, man. It says, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? And that's you bitch-ass Edomites, man. Fuck-ass Amalekites. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened out the house of his prisoners. You made the fucking hey, the thief cometh not but to kill, steal, and destroy, man. That's all you come to fucking do. And open out the house of the prisoners. We still fucking here. That's why Exodus 21 and 16 is beautiful. Matter of fact, I grabbed it real fast. This is Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. It says, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So when Yahushua come in and you got the Revelation call us the bride, man, Lord willing, we a part of that. So just imagine a man coming and seeing his bride in distress, man. And that's how our Lord coming to rescue us. Yahweh Shem Yahushua rocks us up, man. With fury, like it says in Isaiah 66. I'll go back to Isaiah. Verse 18, it says, all the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory. Every one is in his own house. So all you motherfuckers gonna go back to you motherfuckers separate nations when you rule, man. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden underfoot. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. That's fucking plain, man. There, bro.
That precept out?
This is Revelations 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Hey, how to get to America? Captivity. You get 2nd Ezra 15, 34. Alright, we got brought to captivity, man, they going to captivity. Alright, so that means there'll be some left, some preserved, some saved, man. As your least is going to escape into your domes, deep underground military bases. Alright, they'll escape into your shelters you got. Alright, and they clearly they got the shit on, they show it on every TV show. They got the preppers movement, you know, for this. They really doing that shit, man. And guess what? Y'all gonna be the first fruits of slavery, man. All things done. When the word got the first fruits, that's gonna be taking over. It's gonna be the first fruits of slavery. This is good in the back. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 15:54. It says, set forth the beauty of thy countenance. The reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom. Therefore thou shalt receive recompense. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief.
Hey, so everything we've gone through and going through, they gonna go through it. In fact, what is it? It's called Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Is that right?
The curses?
Yeah.
The curses gonna translate it? Yeah, I believe so. We might do that.
Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
It says, thy children shall die of hunger.
Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And Yahweh thy power will will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Right. So all these curses don't be placed upon enemies, man. Hey, and what kicked off our curse the hardest was Deuteronomy 28:68, man. They brought to slavery. Then we were sold and auctioned off and built up fields and didn't live in them, and became the borrower, not the lender.
Yep.
Became the tail and not the head, and with the trough, but then didn't lie with it, didn't drink. That's when all that kicked in, man.
Yep.
So guess what? They gonna receive everything we receive, man, double. All right, let's do that first call. Okay, you have that
And that's crazy you said double. This is Revelation 18 in verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works.
So they get double captivity, man. How that's gonna play out? I want to see it, but we're gonna part of the elect.
Y'all about to show me
That
how shower out to the
red
side.
monkey, red ass in there, man.
Man.
Alright. We get back to that. We had that precept was one
Yeah,
step
it's
back.
more. It says, in the cup which she has filled to her double.
Not how to get that part. Shit, read that over. Like, read the whole verse over, man.
Verse 6, Revelation 18:6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And in the cup which she has filled to her double.
That's right.
It says how much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously, right? So we see how pompous and how fucking pride this place been, right?
The best, everybody tell you, the best ever. The best army, as gay as his army is, people still say the best army ever. The best country ever. You can live dreams over here. People still coming from other countries. Hey, I was watching Concussion. I was having watching it, not really. And he was like, he's doing America as heaven. That wasn't too long ago, man. That was in 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, something like that. It was about 2000s, probably 2000s. He said this place is heaven, man. So as great as it is viewed and how it is, man, and high and exalted this place is,
Right.
you know what they say, that the taller you is, the longer you fall, right?
Mm-hmm. So it says how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her.
Ooh.
So as proud as this motherfucker been, man, we gonna pay you back in fucking, what it say? Torment and sorrow. For she saith in her heart, I said a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. That's some proud motherfuckers, man.
Hey, just like you mentioned, the prideful, man. They killing, shooting niggas on TV, on internet, whatever, and they saying it's okay because niggas are not humans.